Hello guys, it's Drew with Morning Momentum Room, and today I'm recording another video. I'm recording the video for today, July 28th, and today I traded ALT, what is this one? INLF, BIA again, BIYA, and Livewire. And let's get going. So this was the beginning of the day, me just buying everything. I still haven't bought BIA, but I do here at BIA. And then, okay. So today had some early action. I saw Altimmune here was going up, and when the stocks jump up so quickly in the beginning, it either means they're going to go up a lot or they're going to drop right afterwards, most of the time. So with Altimmune, I just decided with this really slow price action, it literally almost looks like it was paused for a few times here. I decide to sell it pretty quickly here, I think just in a couple of seconds. And I'm looking at BIA because I was a little afraid that one would drop down a lot. Livewire here did drop down a lot, but I didn't give up on it just yet because I saw it kind of climbing back. But this would have been a better time to sell it than when I did end up selling it. Now Altimmune here, I put a trailing stop loss right away because it's up almost 5%, and I put a really tight one at 2%, which 2%'s like you might as well just sell it in most cases. But this one looked really stagnant here, so I just decided to sell it early with a 2% stop loss to make money off of it. And then I am watching BIA most of the day, but let me skip forward a little bit here to like 5 minutes. So I'm staying in all of them at this point. Livewire is down even more now. So at this point, when it's down this much, now I'm definitely going to wait for the 5 minutes to see if there's some kind of turnaround. And BIA is up massively now. So I think I decided to do a stop loss on BIA. No, I actually don't. So this is one of my mistakes today, where I should have put a stop loss at this point, 4% maybe. 3%'s okay, but I like doing 4% really when it's up like that, because if it goes down, it probably will go down just as suddenly as it went up. And INLF, I see it having that 5-minute turnaround, so I'm okay with that it went down earlier, which it did go down earlier. I kind of skipped past that. But BIA's up even more now, 15, 18%. So not setting a stop loss here is really just a mistake. Like, you should set a 4% or so trailing stop loss at this point, because even if it fails at its price check, you made a considerable amount on it. So this was a mistake because me not putting a trailing stop loss means I have to watch it more closely to kind of manually do the trailing stop loss. INLF looks good now. It went back to market open there, so I'm thinking that's going to succeed. Still being forced to look at BIA because of that no trailing stop loss in it. And here I put my sell order on for Livewire, even though it hasn't gone all the way back up yet, but I want to get out of this first spike whether it decides to go down again or not. So at this point, oh yes, this is INLF is up now, and now this is the biggest mistake for today. I put only a 2% trailing stop loss on INLF when it's up just 3%. When really, with this upward trajectory going up so quickly, you should wait. And it does end up being a big success today, which I'll show later. So it's really unfortunate I decided to do it there. And now I sell Livewire because I see it going back down and I don't want to be in for a heavier drop, which that was the right call. Livewire never made it back today. And I look back at INLF and it already got me out on that horrible trailing stop loss. And if I had just stayed in longer, I would have made a considerable amount on that one. And now I see BIA going down, and I sell BIA immediately because I don't want to lose all of what I gained. But the trailing stop loss would have got me out much higher. I would have made much more. And it didn't succeed at that price check. It did actually go all the way back down after that. Altimmune, which I sold very early, is now down, and it will stay down for the rest of the day. So it's good I got out of that one when I did, but that, I mean, I could have lost like 100 on Altimmune if I didn't do what I did, so that was a good play. Livewire kind of coming back a little bit. Would have been better to sell there, I suppose, but I mean, just getting out of the loser is the most important part. Let me look at the next amount. So yeah, now I'm actually already out of all 4 of them. And let me look at how they did for today. It was really fast, the plays for today. It only took me 8 minutes to be out of everything. So this is, because it's still today, I can look at the charts. I ended up being up 130 for today. And now let's look at what happened. So I sold INLF just around here with the trailing stop loss because it got me out at that little 2%. But I should have waited, and this was, I'm trying to think. I believe it paused at some point and then went up to this amount and then paused again. But it did end up going up a lot today, all the way to $7. So if I was still in here for the pause, I most likely would have made it all the way to the top, or at least sold here, which would have been like a 20% gain, which would have been on my account, I think like $400. So I stood to make a lot more if I had done the right play on INLIF here. That was the biggest mistake today, not making as much here. Faya, wow, now that I'm looking at it, it is actually going up more. But this is around the time I got out. I should have done a trailing stop loss to hit a little better gain on this. But after it goes down like this, it's okay to lose hope in it. There's no reason to try to buy the dip on a stock like this that's plummeting, because it's a big risk, even though it did come all the way back, which is surprising. Livewire, I sold at an okay time down here, but I had a moment here where I could have sold a little better, but it's okay. I got out of the loser for today. This never made it past market open. So that's what happened with that one. And then Altimmune, I sold at a gain, which is really great because this also never made it back to market open. I mean, it might now, but it would have to really go up. It's noon right now, so there's only 1 more hour for the trading for my time. So yeah, that was how today went. And the mistake on INLIF is the biggest thing to learn from. It went up so quickly that I should have just stuck around and seen what happened before inputting any more orders on it. But that mistake cost me, because I would have made probably closer to 500 at least today, which would have been great. But we still ended in the green, so it was an alright day. But yes, this mistake is definitely haunting me a little bit today. And yeah, that was the whole trading day for today. I did alright. I made 100 something, so similar to yesterday, honestly, but today had more potential because of this one to make quite a lot. So yeah, today won't have the results at the end because I'm recording this before the results have been finished, as the market hasn't even closed yet. But generally speaking, I made the gain on this one, lost on this one, made a gain on this one really early on, which was smart, and only made a small portion of the possible gain on INLF. So yeah, thank you for watching.